Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida State's offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
So after the first down run, here's second down. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Addison. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Got his man down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on third and short. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Oregon Ducks offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack, and I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you getting.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
He's going to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Jamison. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The throw to the outside is complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Steps away to find some room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll run the option. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Vaughn. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
He's going to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back, man-to-man, who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
He looks that one in nicely. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And the Noles get it past the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Wide out in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Crispin. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Looking for room. It's Addison. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Seminoles. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got...
He's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He's right on target. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Some misdirection with the counter. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed in so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Slips through the line, and the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. On that play-action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
Well, this defense is being challenged, in this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Going up top on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and It's an incompletion.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He wants to throw. A strike downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They're going to throw it again. Fires complete on the crosser. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And now on second down for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense, Jeff.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't...
Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Bringing it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. These quarterbacks have been spinning that ball so far, but just when you think you got to drop 5 or 6 into coverage, these dual threat QBs can burn you on the ground. I think realistically, the defense that's able to best contain one of those aspects is going to be the defense that breaks serve and finds a path to victory.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Jamison. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Looking to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So take that touchdown off the board. You want to create a little space as a receiver, but too much aggression there. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They keep attacking through the air. Looking to buy time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The give from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide open downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
They're bringing heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's still 3rd and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Ooh, And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Takes the handoff. It's Vaughn. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Line getting set on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. He wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense with the scoop and score. Defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 8 over the Royals. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll...
and they sniffed that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Pulls it in. It's Brown.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Ware. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Bridges. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Rides to the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Ducks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a second down play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll let one go down the right side.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop them. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense, get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished for this.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Using the quick game. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. To the air. It's Camarda. Complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
He's got an open man. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Looking to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop it?
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's got it down the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get it done.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Went up top on second down. That leaves him needing a yard here on third down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense.
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Noles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky. Back here late, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll throw it on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Back to the air one more time. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Feeling some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it. Touchdown, no. And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Camarda. Steps away. To throw. And the ball is picked off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both